Welcome back to the Fallen Fig Tree. I have really missed you. Like, I'm not even kidding. I wish I was lying, but I'm not. I have missed you. Took a mental health break because I needed it. Last week was a tough week. And I needed to take a break because I couldn't keep on living life normally, which is not something I am fond of. But I have recently realized that I am no longer a yapper. The yapper in me is dying, y'all. Like, I do not know why. It makes me really upset and really sad because I could talk for hours and hours and hours over one subject that I'm obsessed with. Now I can't even do that anymore. Now I overthink. Now I just listen. And now I just be like, I don't really have anything to say right now. I'm like old now. I don't really have anything to say. I've become so dull. I have become so non-verbal in a way. Like, I don't really talk as much, which is not something I love because I love to talk, you know? I love to yap. I love to talk about my life, things I'm obsessed with. I love to talk about the current state of the economical state of the world or whatever the hell, Jordan. I don't even know. But I've quickly come to the reality. I have quickly started to realize that maybe me not talking a lot is just a sign of me growing up, or maybe it's a sign of me being depressed. But I guess we'll never know. But maybe we will if we actually ask ourselves this question, because I tend to think about why I feel this way and then why this feel like, for example, I'm sad, right? I'm like, okay, why am I sad? Okay, I understand why I'm sad. Now I'm like, hey, why does this make me sad? Like, why does this make me feel this way? You know, this is how my brain usually works. And I learned that in therapy. Like, I have been asking myself the questions over and over and over again. Do I know a lot of the answers? Absolutely. Do I feel like I'm able to get better from knowing these answers and being aware? No, because if I'm being completely honest, I am aware of my own internal thoughts of how things affect me, how certain things upset me, but I'm not really aware of what I'm doing, but I'm aware of my actions, like me personally, you know what I mean? I don't know if I'm explaining it correctly, but I have come to the realization that I think I'm starting to talk less because I have started to listen more. And I've started to not want to share my opinion as much and not want to let people in a way. Like, I don't want people to be let into my life and know what's going on. And I don't want to be hurt also because I used to speak a lot as a child and I used to babble everything, like anything that was going on in my life, anything that I wasn't allowed to say. I just used to say it. Like, I was like, blah, blah, blah. Now I don't even say anything. Like, if you tell me a secret, I will keep it till the day I die. You know, I tend to forget the secret, honestly, too. So I don't even know. But sometimes I'm having a social interaction with someone and I ask them a question and then they ask me a question. I'm like, okay, how do I give them a PR answer right now? Because I don't want to answer that. You know, like, I don't really want to answer that and I don't like the question. Sometimes that's how life is and I just sway away from it. And it works. It works. And even though, like, I'm now thinking more than I am talking, I have quickly come to not hate that feeling because I do talk a lot. I talk to you a lot. I talk to my family sometimes. Like, I am a talkative person, but sometimes I get really awkward. I am initially an awkward human being. Like, if I sit awkwardly when I feel awkward, I sit awkwardly. I walk awkwardly when I'm anxious. I am awkward. Okay, I don't know if you could notice, but it kind of is a part of who I am, and it kind of is why I don't speak as much or voice my opinion as much. Some also because of social anxiety, but that's a different conversation. Like, the social anxiety kind of dies down as you get older, and as you work on it, and as you experience, like, what is it called when you force yourself to face your fears? Rejection therapy? I don't know, but yeah, that kind of helped. And so I wondered, is it better to speak or to die? You know, because is it better to speak or just be quiet or to die or whatever? Sometimes it is better to die because sometimes people will not want to hear you out. People will not make you will make you feel like you are crazy, you know. And I have felt like that a couple of times, and I have stayed silent the whole time because I really don't know how to express how like. I don't want to talk without feeling like I'm in a space where the talking won't make sense, you know. I give you an example. Sometimes when I'm very emotionally attached to something, because I tend to be emotionally attached to things for some reason, I tend to not be able to talk about how I feel. You know, and I talk about how I feel all the time. Like, I can tell you why I feel a certain type of way, why this upsets me, why I don't like it, blah, blah. But there are some things in this life that I will not be able to talk about because I get really emotional to the point where I can't think. I can't talk without my throat starting to hurt and I'm about to start crying. Like I'm actually about to fully cry. And it really hurts because I am about to, like, I'm growing up, like I really want to be able to think. And I think it's just the amount of emotions are blocking the way my brain functions. Like, because, like, if I think of it like this, like, my emotions are at the back of my brain, right? They're crawling their way up into my prefrontal cortex, and it's so clouded that I can't articulate nor explain how I feel, because I sometimes don't even understand why I feel this way, even when I try to understand why I feel this way. There are many circumstances where I have not been able to explain how I feel because I don't know why I feel this way, and when I try to figure it out, I can't figure it out because that thing is so, it's my mecca in life, you know what I mean? Like, I don't need like using the word mecca that way, but whatever. And so I have just been trying so hard to understand why I might feel a certain type of way, or why, or how to like stop making myself be quiet. Because I might go out with someone and not talk, and I might go out with someone and talk a lot. And I really try to be social as much as I can. And it really like affects me and upsets me because I want to talk. I want to have people to talk to. Like, I love having people around. I love going out. Not love, but I enjoy going out most of the time. Sometimes I don't love it, but when I don't go out for a while and then I do go out, I'm like, oh, I love going out. And then I want to have someone like I can go with the grocery store or to the gym or like something like that. Even though sometimes I love to do things alone. Like, I love to do things alone, but sometimes I want someone to be with me, because it's way more enjoyable to have people around. And my problem with that is I'm not able to talk at all. Have I gotten better? I have. I've been reciprocating when someone asks me a question. I've been asking them questions, and I've been trying to be more social, and I think I'm getting there. I think I'm getting there. Now, I think also because I talk so much online, I tend to not have any words to talk about in real life. Like, I tend to not have anything to say. I tend to not have anything to explain to others or talk about, because I kind of found my way of socializing in a way. Like, to me, it sometimes feels like socializing, because sometimes after I'm done, I do get really tired that I don't want to talk anymore. But sometimes I don't. And to me, it's kind of like socializing, but it's not really socializing because I don't even know. But it's kind of weird in a way. So I tend to dump all my thoughts and emotions, and then I'm like, oh, I'm fine. I don't need to talk anymore. And then when someone asks me a question, I'm like, uh, I have nothing to say. Like, someone asks me what's new, I'll be like, nothing much. Like, no, nothing's really happening right now, because nothing is happening. Like, I'm giving it how it is. I never really sugarcoat it. Like, I'm not a sugarcoater. I'm more of a direct person. I like to say it how it is, like how I feel. I'm not going to lie or become so unstraightforward, because I tend to like when people are straightforward with me, and I like to be straightforward with others. You know what I mean? And recently, this whole talking thing, I've realized I kind of came a little bit of it came from when I was younger, when people would tell me to stop talking. But like, it wasn't really that much. It's not really affecting me that much, if I'm being completely honest. Like, it's not a huge thing in my life, but it's okay. Like, I think I'll get over it. I think it's just sometimes I'm really depressed and I don't know how to talk, or I don't feel like talking. I go through weeks of being happy and weeks of being sad and weeks of being happy. Like, last week was not a good week. That's why I took a mental health break. This week, it might turn out to be a good week, hopefully. Sometimes it just is parallel, and it's hard to try to understand why you don't want to speak, but it's because when you do feel like speaking, you're like, I feel like I'm about to crash out. And I don't want to crash out because I do not like to crash out at all. I don't like being dramatic, and I am dramatic in every sort of way. Like, I do everything dramatically. Should have went to theater, but I did it. I did it. I did it. I did it. Another thing that's been on my mind recently is posting on social media. I feel like I talk about this a lot, but I have been getting so much anxiety recently and so much, I don't know, like, I've been having such a weird feeling recently towards posting. Like, it does make me really anxious now. Maybe because I don't post as much, but like, when you do post a lot, you don't feel it. Like, you're like, okay, post, whatever. Like, let's just get over with it. Like, who gives a who gives a crap? Like, I don't even care about it. But when you don't post a lot, you're like, oh, I'm about to press the post button, and then your hands start shaking, and then you do it. It's not that I care. Maybe it is that I care, but like, it's not that I care about people, about what people are gonna say or think of me or how they're gonna perceive me. Because sometimes I do think about how people are gonna perceive me. And as much as someone wants to control how a person can perceive them, it's not really possible. It's not really possible because when we perceive others, we're perceiving them through our lens and our life story and what we've gone through and our experiences and how we think, right? So a person's perception of you will never be an accurate representation of who you are as a person, and that is something I do know, but the anxiety thing I think goes and comes. It also depends on how I'm feeling during the week. Like I actually need to stop. I need to calm down. I need to calm down because tell me why whenever I do feel really depressed, I tend to feel really anxious and then I feel really like I do not want to say anything to anyone and I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't want to see anyone either, like I'm just like I don't want to see you, I don't want to talk to you, I don't want to hang out, I don't want to do anything. I feel really down. But then I do go out, I'm like, yes, that's like the greatest time of my life, to feel worse. I go out to go feel better and sometimes I do feel better and sometimes I feel worse, like it really depends. But it's been good. Like I'm really hoping the effort I put into people will finally make me feel better. Cause I don't know what to do anymore. I really don't know what to do anymore. My posture's up. My posture is actually so bad. So earlier this year, I kind of went on a deep dive into zodiac signs. Okay, astrology. Not a big fan of astrology, or I was not. But then I was convinced of what astrology is during a specific lens. If that makes sense, like I don't really believe it how people believe it, but there is like this thing, like how everything in life actually has a meaning, And I was trying to find out how this year's gonna feel and how this year's gonna like start to feel. And this was in January, mind you. Like it had already been a couple of days into the year. I kid you not, I searched up what this year might bring me. How am I feeling this year? Doubt. Okay, doubt. I was given doubt in comparison and really thinking about my life choices and how this year is going to be crucial. I actually can probably bring it up. Let me check if I can take it, bring it up. I really want to order food. I'm kind of hungry. But basically this like chart tells you what this year's gonna look like, and I don't know. Also, if you wanted to know what my overall combination is, so I'm a Pisces, but my sun is Pisces, my moon is Pisces, and my rising is a Cancer. Yeah, I'm not really a huge zodiac person, but like it doesn't really matter. Okay, I really need to like scroll up because I can't find it. Wait. Okay. Overall, 2016 movement, confidence, and becoming who you're meant to be. It's a year where you grow emotionally, your confidence increases, your identity becomes clear, you stop shrinking yourself. I can tell you what has come true. I have grown emotionally, absolutely. Has my confidence increased? Not really. Like compared to last year, yes, but it's like not a huge thing, and then says you stopped shrinking yourself, which I honestly don't know what they mean by stop shrinking myself, but whatever. What else? I learned boundaries. I may cut people off. I learned in our relationships to become more honest and mature. Okay, in 2026, trust yourself more. Stop doubting your abilities. Step out of comfort zones, which I kind of feel like I'm doing. Take initiative instead of waiting. You may feel a strong urge to change direction, career, studies, or goals, which I have done. Crazy. And travel or explore something new. Really rebrand yourself emotionally or creatively, which happened in the beginning of the year. I'm not even lying. Like it actually happened in the beginning of the year. In the beginning of the year, I was like, oh, I am so like funny, comedic. I will do this on blah 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 and I'll do this. And then I took a freaking 360 and I turned it around and I'm like, okay, I'm doing something completely different. But this is like to do with the year of the horse. But a lot of it was like, this is the year of the horse. I wonder. Okay, let me see right now. Okay, I don't. Okay, so my moon isn't Pisces. It's Aries, apparently. But my rising is Cancer. Venus is Aquarius. Mars is Gemini. Saturn is Leo. Midheaven is Aries. Okay. Okay, so the thing is, they can't. The thing can't really tell what my rising is or my moon is because I'm not really sure what time I was born. Like I keep asking and keep having different opinions. So maybe someone's wrong. But I think that's something I can research into, like what day I was born. There's probably some sort of record, right? Anyways, all these stuff in the zodiac thing have come true. Have I gone through a lot of doubt? Am I still going through doubt? Absolutely. But this year has kind of been such a weird year, honestly. I have never had a year be so predominantly crazy in a way that I can't explain. you know? So I kind of am excited to see where the year goes and how it begins to feel. I'm kind of nervous with how everything's gonna be, you know? Oh, I have started to read again. I have everyone clap for me because I have not read in so long. Like I used to not like I used to read a lot of books and now I read again. So everyone clap, clap. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes. Can order food now. I just ordered some food. I've been hungry. So aside from starting to read again, I have become really, really, really addicted to Instagram in the weirdest way because I have been on Instagram Reels. Because I don't have TikTok, right? I don't have TikTok, so I was like, okay, no TikTok, no nothing, it's fine. We will find a way to feel better. We will find a way to become more informed of what's going on, right? It's not why I have social media on, but whatever. I kid you not, I'm on Instagram Reels like a lot. Like I spend about 3 hours a day on Instagram just scrolling. Like I don't even know. It's not even fun. I just like I don't have anything else to do, which is a huge blessing. But like I actually like I draw, I read, I swim. Yeah, in between those, sometimes I'm like, oh, let's just journal. Let's just watch Instagram Reels. I sometimes do work, but when I do work, it's like a little bit of that, a little bit of that, and then like I'm done. You know what I mean? So I'm not like, oh, I'm just like, oh, I don't need to do anything. I don't need to do anything. I could just chillax and sit down. I haven't used the word chillax in a hot minute. It's a fun word. Let's bring it back, you guys. Let's bring it back. And although like I have become like on Instagram a lot, I kind of do not like Instagram. I know I do love. I love Instagram. I just don't like wasting my time because I feel like I could be doing way more. But recently, I haven't been really that creatively challenged or creatively charged to do anything because for the past month I've been like so creatively charged. I'm like, oh, let's do this video, let's do that video, let's do art, let's do blah, I don't know, blah, and blah, and blah. You know what I mean? And now I'm just like, peace out, y'all. I'm taking a break, you know, and it's fun, a break. But I also kind of want to do something. But I can also not need to take a break because it's only been like a week. Been a week. It's actually been less than a week. It's been like 4 days since I've taken a break. And now I'm like, oh, okay, let's start something new. It's like, what the hell's wrong with you? Just take a break and just suck it up and just take a break. Like, why can't I take a break properly? Like, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? You know? And I might be burning out like I might be going through a burnout phase right now, but I don't think I am. I don't think I am. College is starting in September. Am I excited? Honestly, that's a fat no. I do not want to go back. And the reason I don't want to go back is because no, I do want to go back. Do I? I don't know. I'm kind of 50-50 on the thing. I don't mind learning, which is surprising. My problem is I really feel anxious and I honestly don't really want to see people right now. Like I want to see people on my own terms. I don't want to see people because I have to or like meet new people. Like, no, I do want to meet new people, but I just don't want to meet a lot of new people. Does that make sense? I don't know. I'm not making any sense. And that's how you know it's time to end this episode. This has been one of, or if not the shortest episode I've ever done in my entire life. And I'm really sorry about that because I don't really have anything to say right now. Like I don't have anything to update you on. I don't have anything to like say, you know, like I'm just like free balling and chilling in life. So yeah, I love you. And I'll see you next week for a new episode and more to come. So subscribe and I'll see you soon. I love you. Bye.